What's stopping you? What is stopping you from becoming the person you know you were created to be? What's stopping you from achieving the goals that you've set for yourself? What's stopping you from hitting the financial target that you've been wanting to hit for years and years? What's stopping you from getting into the shape that you want to get into? Like, what is keeping you from getting what you say that you want? And so what I want to challenge you to do, I want to challenge you to not settle for an unfulfilling life. Do not settle for an unfulfilling life. You wanna be happy on most days. Will everything always work out not the way you want to? Absolutely not. Will you have some challenges? Yes. I had a couple of things happen this week, and I was like, ooh, I got to get myself together, because this right here, right? So even though I have the tools, sometimes I can slip back myself, and I have to reposition myself and remind myself of who I am and whose I am. I have to remind myself that I deserve to be happy, that I deserve peace, that nothing will overwhelm me. I have to remind myself that there is a solution to every challenge. And so I want you to know that what you desire is available to you. And I really need you to feel that. What you desire is available to you. And far too often, people have a desire, but they don't go after it because they don't really feel like they can achieve it. They don't really believe it. Like, they're like, oh, that's a lot. Like getting a position making over 6 figures, that's a lot. No, you can do that. Like, whatever it is that you desire is available to you. I want you to keep that in your head. And sometimes you might have to repeat that over and over. Whatever it is that I desire is available to me. That's actually one of my affirmations. And so what often stops people from getting to the next level? There are several things. The first one is fear of failure. A lot of times people don't want to go after things because they feel like they can't do it. They feel like it's too much, or they're not smart enough. They don't have enough support. They come up with all of these excuses, right? We say reasons, but they are excuses. We come up with all of these excuses why we can't do it. And fear of failure really just stems from self-doubt. That's all it is. And you've got to understand that failure and success, they go hand in hand. You've got to be willing to take some risk if you want to win big. Like, you got to be willing to do that. You got to be willing. You got to be willing to experience rejection. I literally experienced a rejection, and it was like, ooh. Usually I'm like, okay, you're lost. But that one, I really wanted that contract, and I was a finalist. And I had to go again. You got to talk to yourself. You got to coach yourself. You got to remind yourself, this is not it. This is not the end. I'm going to take this. I'm going to learn the lesson. I'm going to revamp my plan, and I'm going to go for it again. That's it. There's no fear here. Because I have to win. I have to win. You have to win. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let anyone stop you. You have to be determined to win. So how determined are you to make sure that your goals come true? How determined are you to make sure that you are living the life that you desire to live? How determined are you to be happy, to have peace, to not be overwhelmed, to not be scattered, to not be moody, right? How determined are you to be in the best health of your life? How determined are you to have healthy relationships? Like, all of that stuff takes work. You don't just wake up one morning and your life is perfect and everything is together. No, you got to work. You got to put in the work. And so if you want to win, instead of doubting yourself, instead of thinking about it and talking about it, and you have to develop the mindset and the habits required to win. Like, that's it. I share a lot of stuff, but if you want just the Cliff Note version, you got to develop the mindset and the habits that are required to win. Like that, you got to do that. Number 2 is indecisiveness. There are sometimes When I have a challenge, I'll like try to process it and figure out, okay, I got to strategize. But one of the things I've decided that I will not do, I will not stay stuck. And I'm not going to let anything weigh on me for too long. Like, I got to make a decision and then I got to walk that thing out. Because while you are contemplating and deciding and perfecting, somebody else has done what they needed to do. They've made the revisions, they've gotten feedback, and now they're on their final draft and you're still thinking about it. So you got to be decisive. You got to be decisive, period. No overthinking, right? You got to get those ideas out, right? Write them down. And then you gotta create your plan, and then you gotta take action. Number 3 is not pursuing help. There is help available to you. Do you realize that whatever it is that you want to accomplish, someone has already done it? Do you realize that? Like, you realize you can buy books, you can watch YouTube videos, you can hire a coach, you can have a mentor, you can take a course, you can go to a conference. Like, there is no reason why you should stay stuck. There is no reason why you should be indecisive. There is no reason why you should not be at least on the path to hitting your goals. There are some things that might take 6 months. It may take a year. It may take 2 or 3 years. But every day you should be making progress. If you are not making progress, that means you're not taking the necessary actions. And then number 4 is being in a constant state of self-pity and discouragement. And I understand that some people struggle with depression. I understand that some people struggle with anxiety. I get that. I have struggled with depression. I have struggled with anxiety. I get it. But I can tell you this. There are strategies that you can leverage to feel better. There are strategies that you can leverage to feel better. Again, going back to pursuing the help. Do you need to hire a life coach? Do you need to see a therapist? Right? Do you need to talk to your doctor? Do you need to see if there's some kind of chemical imbalance going on? Something going on hormonal? Like, you need to figure out, like, how do I fix this? Don't keep complaining about it. Fix it. When you're in a state of discouragement, you're not making progress. All you're doing is having a pity party. That's it. Your energy, and when you're in that energetic state, it's so low that you can't even attract what you want. You're repelling. Your energy is low. You're tired. You're moody. You're frustrated. You're not excited. You're not passionate. You're not learning. You're not growing. And so I want you to use adversity to your advantage. I want you to remind yourself that rejection will not stop me. Missing the mark will not stop me. Not having enough money will not stop me. Not having support from my family and friends, like, none of this will stop me. And that requires a decision. And when you make that decision, I can guarantee you that your life will change for the better. If you've been enjoying my videos, I get so many messages from people saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. Take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Until next time, take care.